Have you spent hours gathering resources to make a house that looks like this?
Like every other medieval house in Minecraft ever?
Stay tuned and we'll show you ideas for building medieval houses in Minecraft.
Hit the button, okay?
Oh my god! Yeah, it's obliterated.
So today, guys, we have 7 different designs of medieval style houses that you can try out to add a little bit of variety to your medieval towns and builds. These first 2 here are similar. They
Instead of the wing dinghy house.
Yeah, that everybody, the Nordic wingding house that everyone tends to build. Nothing bad about that, but they are way all too common. So anyway, these would be based on roundhouses of the time. This first one that we're going through here or looking at here is a stone, and what we're trying to do is we used acacia log to kind of emulate a thatch roof. So, you know, obviously we mixed in a couple of different variations, the mossy cobblestone and cobblestone for the walls, and then the thatch, it's a basic look. Looks like a little bit of andesite there. Yep, just to give it a little bit of texture difference here and there. And then on the other side here, there is a style of building that was called wattle and daub, which was basically sticks that had mud smeared on them for walls. And we tried to capture that here with light gray concrete powder, light gray wool or gray wool, and
gravel and some actual concrete.
Yep. So, and then this one we went with hay bales for that kind of straw or thatched roof look. And we just added a couple trapdoors around that bottom eave just to kind of give a little bit of depth here and there.
And support.
Yep. And so yeah, that would be roundhouses. That's definitely, these would have been more like early medieval times peasant homes.
Yeah.
Next,
we have the Sod House, which is basically some podzol and dirt.
Yep.
With some grass blocks.
Yes. Medieval times, sod houses would have been a common thing. So we tried to go for that look here with this one. Very low to the ground, kind of a look to it. Very different than a lot of builds that you see. We just went with spruce wood and oak slabs for the roof.
With some mossy cobblestone.
Yep. Oh, we mixed into the walls. Yep.
And cobblestone.
For the chimney. And then
campfires and trapdoors.
Right, taking advantage of the campfire block here for the fireplace for the chimney.
Next up we have the guild hall, which is made out of acacia beams, some spruce trapdoors right here, some lanterns, and oak fences, and that's pretty much it with the detailing.
With this one here, we went with a different style of roof than you would normally see. We used hay bales again for the roofing, but then one of the things that we found when we were doing some research were houses that had these kind of crossed beams that the thatch or straw would have attached to. So we tried to go with that with this design here on the top. And I think it came out pretty decent overall. It's definitely a little bit of a unique style build from what you're used to seeing in medieval builds. So right across the way,
we have a Tudor house for stonemasons.
This would have been a Tudor home for a craftsman, somebody maybe not a noble person, but definitely somebody in the upper echelon. Have a lot of cool detail work here in the stonemasons, kind of a courtyard, and Kay put in a really nice basement kind of work area here also. came out.
The cat to scare away creepers and phantoms.
That came out really nice. And then build-wise on the house, Tudor style houses, a lot of them had this stone foundation. And then the wood home built atop of that. So we kind of mimicked that here. We went with a mix of different stone brick and cobble here and there, cracked brick and such, to make the foundation, and then built the basic Tudor house on top of it.
So what I did is add a brick frame and then added the dark oak
for the roof.
Yes.
Kay also did some cool work here, again utilizing some of the new blocks. She's using the barrel here underneath the trapdoors to give depth, and that extra little black line in there with that gives a little bit of a different look to the window frames. That's very cool. And a really nice job on the chimney smoke using the glass panes and glass block. So using the darker colors towards the base of the chimney, and as it blows away from the house, gets lighter and lighter in color. So very cool. Our second kind of upper class Tudor style would be this one
like
is
blacksmiths.
For a blacksmith, yes. So we have the forge area there, we have our anvils, the work table, and a quenching area.
And we have a
fire dance pit.
Yes.
That Kay likes to dance in. And a slightly different style. So this is, we have the one style over there, but then we wanted to give another variant on that. Again, with the stone base, mix of different blocks there to give it a kind of a weathered look. But then this one, we went with some lighter highlights. We went with the darker wood for the timbers for the supports, but then all of the trim work on this one, we went ahead with lighter colors than what we had over there, just to give a different look. And then this one, instead of having an entrance in the courtyard area where that we had on the other house, the stonemason house, on this one we've got a staircase that goes up along the side and you enter the house from there.
Yeah. And
then again with the campfires and trapdoors for the chimney. And finally, our last house, this would be kind of, I guess, a normal
Tudor house?
Yeah, medieval times, like a family Tudor home. Not a basic family home in that Tudor style. So obviously a smaller base foundation. And what we did on this one, again, we went with the crossed beams up top in the roof and the hay bales to give it a straw roof look. But then we also kind of used a few different styles or types of wood to give this one a little bit more depth and definition. So we have a mix of 3 different woods for the detailing work. We have the dark oak, the oak, and spruce all kind of mixing together.
And a swimming cauldron.
Neatly. We have a swimming cauldron? Yes, we do. We have a swimming cauldron. Medieval times. Can't beat fun in the medieval times. So that'll do it for today's video, guys. 7 different ideas that we hope will help you guys out with some different medieval style homes to add to your world. If there's any of these you'd like to see a step-by-step tutorial on, leave a comment below and we would be happy to build a step-by-step version of one of these for you guys in a future video. And
we will see you later in the next video that we upload.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and happy building. See you next time.
Goodbye.